Put your loving hand out, baby.
Boom. My name is Alan. I am the Armchair Detective.
You can join Patreon. It starts at $1 a month. It goes up. But more than that, because YouTube demonetized all our videos, not just me, all of us, we don't get any money anymore. So I'd like you to subscribe if you possibly can. This is my business, and they're trying to ruin it. Been censored and suspended by YouTube. I had to put up saying PayPal support AD because they've taken. Not only can I get no money from YouTube, I now can't even get anybody new on Patreon. If you wanted to up your subscription from $5 to $10, you can do that. Anything would help, and that's why I added the link. I'm sorry to put it on you, but if you wanted to help you get through Christmas, the link's just below there.
The full story, go to Patreon now. Join the Patreon now, the link's below. To join Patreon now, so it's coming in Patreon. The Patreon link is below. You need to join now. It's Patreon. You need to join Patreon now if you want to hear that sort of stuff
Tonight, Patreon only.
Patreon now, please join me there where we continue the discussion. Join Patreon now, the link's underneath, it's $5. It'll be showing in frigging Patreon, not in here. If you want the full interview,
To join Patreon, it's $10, £8 a month. If you're not a patron, down below is the link. Click on and meet us there. There's a small fee. You can put the Patreon link in the chat, please, Spanners. Trouble is, though, a lot of people have joined at $1. I didn't really figure that. I took off the $1 one. I got hell. I put a cap on the $1 one at 200. I got so much bad press for that. How dare you have the $1 one sold out? So I had to reopen it. It's messed up all my calculations. Most of my subs are $1. Oh yeah, never mind. Really clean eye. I just thought of that. These hands have never done a day's work, have they? Look, not really, have they? On the trolls, you have to join Patreon. It's up to you. Someone's going to put up the PayPal link because I forgot to put it under the film, which is like stupid of me, Emma. So you have to put up the PayPal link if you want to contribute. I am struggling.
just to make things aware, if you haven't seen us before, we could not afford to do the book. So I come up with the idea that if we put your name in the back of the book, would you like to help sponsor the cost of that book? And you put your best foot forward, and we've got a book together, thanks to your help, sponsor of that book. Now the first 100 people will get an autographed copy, which I'm going to lose loads of money on, because I've got to post them all over the world. It's going to be a nightmare. Attempts by the trolls to take us down this week again. Failed. Yeah.
But I couldn't believe it this morning when I had a letter from YouTube. I asked for monetization for this third channel because I want it to work. This is my morning channel. I talk to my friends, right? And I see these other channels with less supporters than me getting paid. And I'm saying, hang on a minute, I am an artist. I'm an artist, and you treat me like a bum. They do now. I am now monetized. I was as a partner. Congratulations. It's been accepted into the partnership program. And there's no monetized. You will get paid from now on. Ha ha. Right, let's test it out. Oh, I've been waiting to do it. How long have we been waiting to do this? 6 months. 6 months. Ready? Ready? Ring. Lana, handshake, vanilla pod, super chat. Who's gonna be the first one ever to do it? Got the ring, got the Lana, vanilla pod, super chat. Oh, not working. Ah, it's not working. Damn. I was hoping the super chat was working. It's not. Damn. I thought you got the ring. What a shame. I'll see if I can pay myself. Oh no, I can't. Not allowed to pay myself. Why do you pay those idiots that make money out of calling me names? And yet here's me, an artist, a comedian, an entertainer, and you're not paying me. And I've got 1,000 subs like them, but they're not paying me. You cannot pay me Super Chat. Try it. Try paying me now. Just try. I guarantee you can't pay me. This is victimization by the YouTube authorities. I have 1,000 subscribers. In the meantime, thanks for joining Patreon, because I could be closed down on YouTube any minute. You know, I'm toast. There's that many people trying to close me down. One of them is going to succeed one day. I'm afraid that might happen, and you might not see me again. I have to tell you that. There might soon come a day when you won't be able to find me. But you need to join our Facebook page. We have a Facebook page.
If you want to see the future of the Watch Case, join Patreon now. As a special opening offer, it's going to be $5 a month for you if you join now. $5 a month forever instead of $10. You can work out the savings.
So, because we're a community, they want to kill our community. They want to hand us out of town. Then we've got to find somewhere else, right?
Over 100 channels over the last 3 years have tried to close me down from YouTube. When I'm going to take myself off of YouTube and put myself back in Patreon where I belong, with supporters, friends, where we can study the case, talk about the case in peace. Please join me in there. Join Patreon now. Support the Armchair Detective. Support free speech.
We're going into Patreon now. We're going to look at the adult content that we can talk about here, the sexual side of everything, allegations and that. I can't do it here. If you want to join us in Patreon, the link's in the side. It's above. Just join Patreon. You got to come and listen to this. And thank you for you guys for listening to what seems to be a whole new chapter in the Chris Watts story. Amazing.
The green members of the family. How are you? The only people that can comment on tonight's show here is the members. This is your members only chat.
I didn't get time to thank everybody for stickers and super chat, so I thank you now. Thank you. And yeah, please join Patreon. Thank you, John. Anybody new joining Patreon tonight? I hope so. Guess who's back? They can't put me down. They try to put me down. They try to close me down. AD is justified by YouTube, and they've reinstated me to the money program. I was the first one that anybody knew had super chat, had Patreon, had all these things, and I got a lot of jealousy for it. 5-6 months ago, I did a show in Patreon about NK. Well, this is in Patreon. There was 77 people watching, and YouTube got over 300 complaints that I was on about this NK, right? So they took me down in motion, and they took my monetization away. This was in July the 15th. They loved it. Oh, AD, we got rid of him. He's fraudulent. I'm nothing of the kind. Everyone has super chat. Everyone has super chat. It's not like I invented super chat. YouTube take 50% of it, whatever, and give us a half. You know, it's quite normal procedure. I'm not any evil monster. But imagine that's your job and you couldn't get paid on your job, but you still got to go to work. So then I went to Patreon and I made a huge success of that, and they didn't like that either.
But this is something we tried to put on Patreon the other night and never got to do it. But here it is for you. I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, maybe you will.
I'm back. Y'all miss me? I'm back. You all miss me? Yeah. Yeah. Stole the film from Batman, right? Shut up, Winston. Winston, no. Stole the film from Batman. I've had all sorts of problems the last 2 weeks, I tell you, hospital, everything. They can't knock me down. 2, thank you. So the reason I've come on here with this film that's been made for me and not Patreon, because I tried to do this show in Patreon last night and I was surrounded. Oh, Mary Wood, thank you, though. Thank you. So we did the show and they ruined it. Thank you, Navy vet. US Navy veteran. They ruined it. They ruined it. They had all my team in tears. I went to bed in desperation and depression and a black crowd, and it was horrible. Any of you that saw it, it was horrible.
The link's below here. You need to click and subscribe to watch AD live. And then of course we've got our Patreon channel, which is our study group, where we put stuff that we daren't put on YouTube, a little bit edgy, a little bit tricky, where we discuss things that are close to the edge of the watch case. That's Patreon. Okay, so Patreon, the link's below. You need to join. That is a subscription channel. You do have to pay $10 to join it.
I'm a 66-year-old man in England. I thank you for supporting me. I'm going to go to Patreon for just for 15 minutes to say hello. If you haven't seen us before, please join Patreon. I'll be there in a few minutes.
Please join me in Patreon. And yes, you do have to pay us $10. I'm open about that. I'm not like saying, I'll start a GoFundMe because I'm going to take someone to court. I'm going to fly to America and take someone to court and start a GoFundMe and then have 4 GoFundMes and pocket the money for all 4 of them. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm going to say, I don't charge you anything on YouTube. But if you'd like to join my subscription channel, you're welcome. I've got it. I'm totally transparent. I don't lie to you. I don't say what I want money for and then not do it. I'm just honest. Other YouTubers pretend they're not doing it for money.
When, by all intents and purposes, I should be not longer here. Not that easy to blow me up. The Shadow Man book, you can buy it. I advise you to do that if you fight for free speech. I want to swear right now. I want to swear, but I'm not going to. I am. Record.
I've got to have a lie down and get over all this stuff. Phew.